bring him down.
Well, blue side grabbed here by the side of BNK Fear X, and definitely served pretty well so far here at the LCK, as it almost always seems to do, the blue side. Often the choice. Talia and Pantheon, once partners in crime down in the bottom lane, no longer seeing play because they get banned almost every game. Varus as well, going to be on that card. Where does the Yunara fall?
We'll have to see. On DNF Freaks, their side, it's Pioshik and Berserker. And it's kind of mirrored to me by BNK. Diablo and Raptor have been the individual standouts on this roster. Diablo slowly starting to, I think, rein in a little bit of the aggression. Which, you know, that's to where he was at the beginning of the year, where he was like flashing into 4 people repeatedly.
Yeah.
So we are not prioritizing the Gwen, it's just going to be the Wukong instead. And a very early Galio to come out here. Galio blind is not something I'm super stoked about. Maybe they're expecting Clear to go towards Rumble, which is one of Clear's favorites, and they see it as a flex. That would make sense to me. Or they just are like, I think Galio Xin Zhao as a combo is good into Wukong. I'm pretty sure that's still the only Xin Zhao that's actually won this matchup is Owner and Kenyon.
Yeah,
that's not.
Nameplates are on.
Yeah, nameplates are very on.
You can see the names, they're right there. You're like, whoa. And so he's just going to play Gwen instead. I think he has also played a fair share of Gwen. Clear.
Yeah,
so he doesn't have to. Yes, Gwen. I'm getting better at it every time I say it. Just improving in real time. What's the mid laner here? Expecting a mid lane. But you don't really want to play Annie. I mean, Annie's good with Wukong, but it's not good into Galio.
I don't think it's... You can't really match the roam. Obviously, you... Oh my god, I think the DNF draft thus far. Like, I feel like the Galio should not be allowed to get a matchup where you're still really happy you're playing Galio. Yeah. And then we also, even though we didn't mention it, this has been the #1 counter pick. Gwen into Aurora has been so unplayable. Like, consistently.
Yes.
And then instead we go for a matchup that I think is not even that great.
No.
Yeah, I don't really see the lines here. It must be a comfort thing. I don't know why else we would pivot away from that. The Dubessa was mentioned, you know, as one of
that must be why he's going for the Cluen versus Dubessa matchup.
Going for the narrative matchup, but yeah. For me, Aurora, at this point, you need to be able to play it, right? Because it is the one thing that Gwen just has never stood up to, both in lane and out of lane. And Aurora is just one of the top tier picks right now on the patch, as is. But let's move on, as the bot lanes are about to be locked in. You can go towards, either side could go towards Jhin here. Lucian is still up as well, which is something that is a little bit safer into the amount of dive that's already available. I would say Xayah, actually not that. I think it's better for Diablo than it would be for Berserker. We'll see. It's going to be Lucian. Lucian Braum is a possibility here, and there isn't really a way you can fully deny the Braum. You can go like Rel, who I think out of the engage support struggles the least into him.
Or you could just pick it away.
Yeah, but I guess the Nico's away. But then if, like, it kind of depends how good is Quantum when it comes to champion pool, right? Because there are a lot of picks that if you pick Braum and they pick him. Well, I'd be on board with that because I don't think he's gonna slam Sona.
No,
but like that's what
not gonna happen.
But that's what you'd want, right? If they blind Braum,
maybe. Zeri
Lulu.
I like that. Lucian Nami, Zeri Lulu. It's not Lucian Nami though. It's Lucian Braum. Almost definitely.
Quantum, now you gotta.
Now you have to play Nami.
Well, I was gonna say Blitzcrank, but I guess
no. They can't keep getting away with this.
Thoughts.
They can't keep getting away with this. No, I can't accept it. No, play Braum.
I don't think you should pick Braum into Lulu for what it's worth. I know you don't.
Yes, I know, but yeah. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, we haven't seen it in a long while, actually.
True.
Lucian, Nami, Zeri, Lulu. So it's nice to kind of like get a callback. This is like retro now, you know? It's not the end of the world.
We're only going to see once in the series.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world if we're not seeing it every single game, you know? We're not living in the past.
In case you're wondering, in summer of 2022, when Fearless was not a thing, every single game, this was, I'm not exaggerating, like you can look at the presents, this was the matchup. I'm pretty sure we costed this matchup, I don't even know, like, it was actually like, if it was a 6-game day, you would cost 6 times Zeri now, Zeri, Lulu, Nami.
No, for sure.
That would happen.
Yeah. It says, this POM will be you, Pioshik. Will it be him? We'll have to wait and see if they, you know, if they can go ahead and win the series. First off, as we're taking a look at the comps here, DN Freaks definitely have put something nice together. We'll see how the Lucian Nami does fare this time around as BNK up against DN Freaks here for game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 1 between these two teams. We're in the Rise group now. There is a baby in the audience.
I knew you would be like...
Who continued cheering after the cheer had ended.
Very cool, actually. Yeah, I kind of figured as soon as I heard the baby, it's like...
Yes, I do have a baby.
Yes.
It is true. I am a dad now. Have been for 9 months.
What's the break-off point when you go from baby to toddler? Is like 2 years, 2.5?
Yeah, I think like 2.
2? It's
kind of 2.5.
Yeah.
And every kid is different, you know.
Of course, of course.
Really depends.
I speak as if I have any expertise on the map.
You're like, yes, of course, yes.
I do not.
I know 100%. So why do you feel like in game 1 of a Fearless draft, we're getting Zeri, Lulu, Lucian, Nami? Because
I know what BNK did it. Because Diablo's your star player. You can hard 1v9 with this setup. They've already committed to Lucian. So you know you're in a playable matchup, right? Because Zeri, Lulu is like, we win these. And they don't actually, like, what way do they have to lock Zeri down? Like a Bessao, that shouldn't hit.
Galio taunt.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Like we're talking Galio taunt, we're talking knock up from Zinzao. None of those strike me as particularly great ways to...
Nami bubble?
Yes, or
Question
Nami
mark?
wave. Exactly. So I think for BNK, I truly do get it. DNF, Berserker is also going for the more like culling focused build where you, I imagine, are just going to play to like dash in, get a big culling, or get like really short bursts as opposed to the builds we've also been seeing where you go for like electrocute, PTS. Yes. Okay, so it's 9-3 now. I think last time I checked it was 9-2. It is still only owner intent. That's not what that's not where you want to be.
It's a bit of a problem. The Xin itself, a very good pick. It's a very good tier list. It goes with pretty much any mid laner too. So you always feel pretty good picking it.
Like it's just such a versatile champion.
Yeah.
But
Wukong is better. And Wukong from ahead can dash into your circle and kind of eliminate your ults. And Wukong can set up a lot more plays much easier, which is part of the reason why it feels better. The CC is king.
Well, it's also just like Wukong with the armor he gets.
Vikla holding on to his stun, missed a CS. Will it happen again? No, he got that one. I didn't see the gold pop up though. I heard the sound. Maybe he got the other one. Who knows? We'll never know.
Well, I mean, the people can know. Can go back into VOD if you're the type of person that needs to know.
Yeah.
So we have the lane swap to come through here from BNK. Should be able to pick it up here. I don't think they're going to be able to get the cancel either. And then We'll see if DNF is going. Yep, they're all going to match. Oh, Pioche gets a lot of damage on the Kellen.
Yeah. Kellen in a bit of trouble, but he's not going to go down.
Dude is here.
I say that, and now he's getting healed, and there's the flash, and he's absolutely going down, actually. He's going to be chased down. First blood given over to Pioche Xinjiao.
Big win. Really nicely found opportunity there by Pioche. Baby not happy about it either.
Baby's crying so loud.
Kellen really kind of getting caught off guard. That's one of the weaknesses, obviously, of the Lulu. If they do actually get on top of you, you don't have any escapes besides running as fast as you can, which in this case didn't quite work. I also really like the fact that Dudu canceled his base there, because I think that they were making the read that the cancel had come through. And early lead for DNF. Love to see it. With, for a team that struggled as much as this, I think that is a big win.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about DNF, is that they're generally okay in the early games.
Oh, yeah.
Not always super dominant, but they get wins. It's more about capitalizing after the fact. Good trades there from Dudu at the end. And we always say we never know what's, you know, what to expect, what's going to happen in the Rise group. What if DN Freaks just come out of nowhere and have like a banger evening?
I could see it. Wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Yeah.
Because we know that they have the skill. As Pioche just nicely done a good punish onto Kellen. And then Dudu again, actually waiting in the brush for a good amount of time there to show himself. Because I think if he shows himself too early, then Kellen would just flash over the wall. So actually nice that he keeps himself hidden so that by the time that the flash from Kellen comes through, he's dead anyway. So nice little bit of patience there from the top laner of the DN Freaks. And Pioche with the kill. I think you'd rather have it on the Mbessa, but Xinjiao is wanted to jump this way. Not too bothered about it, as we are fighting here. And yeah, Raptor needs to be a little careful about the combo of knock-up and ult. But outside of that, I think Wukong very strong into any AD matchup, really.
Yeah, enjoyed the trade there just a little bit, getting aggressive, really trying to show presence around the lane that's very volatile, which is the Cloen versus Dubessa in the bottom lane at the moment. And after that little win, we get a bit more trading here, but Dudu not looking to go in just yet. He's got his ult though, and could potentially press it at any given time. But yeah, a little win for Raptor in the trade, and so he just goes straight for the Dragon, and there's not really much that DNF can do about it.
Yeah, Prio and bot as well. If they had fully known, I think they actually could have maybe looked for a contest with Bulldog having ult, but not going to be the case. So early objective here for BNK. It was Raptor when he came in late towards last year together with Duro that really started the resurgence of what was back then a pretty slumpy BNK. And I think he has mostly maintained that form. As Pioche looking for the invade. We do see Raptor spotted, but he doesn't have Prio in either top or mid, so he needs to be a little careful. And he's also like, yeah.
He went in the brush. There's a control ward there too. He's like,
no.
Do I get to do anything? The answer is absolutely not. And he did the right thing. Because if you force the engage there, you probably just die. You don't have the lanes to help you out.
But even if you do, like Galio is always going to be there earlier, right, before the Annie, but he definitely also did not have the Prio. So. Early leads building here for DNF, and this has never really been their issue, even against some of our top tier teams. We've seen them get these laning leads.
Yeah.
It's always been conversion. Like, where do we go from here? That's where I got a little scared, Valdez.
It's a very important part of the game,
I've been burned by this team.
I think DNF need to figure it out at some point or another. As Kellen, I think he saw the Xinjiao there. Diablo in a little bit of trouble. Heal comes out, and so does the Glitter Lance. The culling went very wide. Meanwhile, we got an ult here as the needles are out, and Dudu just taxis his way to safety. Raptor trying to go up towards the top here. Berserker taking a ton of damage. Now they're trying to turn on to Pioche, but actually a big taunt does come in from Bulldog. Raptor getting very low. Flash stun comes in from Vikla. And Diablo's never really able to get any kills here. DNF getting away with very low health, but now the chase is on. And a big bubble comes out from Quantum, and the escape
still
here.
Going!
They're still going. Diablo just trying to frontline. The flash hit is not going to work for Berserker. Oh, and the Winds of War as well, just barely going to miss. Wow, DNF barely come out ahead.
You're gonna enjoy watching that replay. Diablo, because he knows if he gets a double, there the game is over.
Yeah.
I want you to look at the movement there, like both the fact that he's willing to go in there with the possible play onto Vikla here, but as nice the movement was, credit to DNF. Actually, a fight where they're all on the same. The DNF of round 2 could have never. Because it actually is Bulldog going in really nicely on the follow-up of Pioshik as we take a look here. So Vikla's trying to set up. Pioshik gets ahead, knows that he has his bot lane ready, and then this ult kind of from Bulldog kind of splits the fight. The flash taunt actually does a ton of damage here. And now imagine if Diablo gets that kill, the Pioshik gets out, nicely done. If Kellen has Wild Grove, game ends there. Sidestep there from Diablo to keep on going, then keeps going in right here, and then just barely at the edge. Dodges as well the Winds of War, but it doesn't get kills. So BF actually navigated nicely, and we'll be able to get a kill. You know, getting a kill to Bulldog. It's not bad.
They got a kill. They got out.
I was looking at the grubs. They didn't actually get any of those. As always have to be careful with Gwen. Be deceptively not low when it comes to the ability to sustain half her health bar back in a matter of seconds. Doesn't TP though, so I think he just bases.
Yeah.
Calls it the day.
Pioshik is here. TP's coming in. And Pioshik looks to be completing his back as they call off the dive onto a Gwen that's full health with flash. Probably a good idea. Clear did not go for exhaust this game, so not going to have that a little bit later on. Actually, you don't have any exhaust for the Ambessa, which, you know, it's not generally a thing you bring, but sometimes with the Gwen, we do see her picking it up, but not Gwen. It's very different.
As yeah, this matchup was really just neither of them really should ever have kill threat on the other, so they're just throwing spells at each other. And Vikla is able to gain prio as he should. Do wonder if you want to at least swap, your Annie to mid lane for the time being. We'll have to see. It's a lot easier to contest prio with the Lulu and the Zeri, but I do think in a longer lane in particular, Annie becomes a lot more susceptible to just getting taken out, and you don't have flash, and Galio has to set up. So you need to be pretty respectful, and that's I think why we see Vikla playing very chill, you know, very relaxed. And this is new era BNK. They're just a lot more chill, and it's also new era. It's also new era DNF, where look at this, getting objective setups. Love to see it.
Yeah. You know, they're setting up for early stuff.
Yeah, you can't contest this because Vikla TP top, so nice. Call there by DNF.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like
Infernal Soul coming through, so definitely going to have some fighting over that. Dudu is still winning in this lane. It's, you know, it's a little bit close to the Gwen and her ult, but at the same time, you can feel the pressure, you can feel the tempo going in favor of Dudu.
It's also because Dudu has an Eclipse done, and Clear doesn't have a first item yet, so the spike is very unfun for the Gwen to play into. As he bought boots, he bought a refillable, so not quite going to be on the same pace there, and DNF just slowly keep building this lead. But I do think that even though there are some parts of that composition, most notably the Ambessa that scale well, and I think their 1-for-1 remains pretty strong, I don't think you win late game fights against BNK, because while Annie is like kind of whatever, the combination of Wukong, Lulu, Gwen, and Zeri is...
and then Annie stuns people.
Yes.
That's her job. Dashing in as Berserker, immediately going to somewhat regret that decision. But he's just fine. He's still got his ultimate ability, so perhaps just a little bait. But no objective at this point in time, so mostly just a trade.
A little disappointed that Diablo dodged that bubble by going back. That's not...
He should have gone forward.
Should have.
Right?
I always go forward.
Yeah.
Come on, Diablo.
Not my Diablo.
Yeah. Week 2 Diablo would have actually flashed into them.
He's like, I get a kill here. Doesn't matter what happens to me.
Oh my god, Dudu. If we actually get a Dudu resurgence, it'll make me very happy. I feel like we still haven't seen the heights of like 2023, 2022 Dudu.
Yeah.
That kid was crazy. The struggle last year, I think, he still wasn't fully shaken off, but it would be nice to see if the form continues for DNF here. This game is dead even, fellas. Nice. Look at this.
Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out. The biggest thing that worries me is the slight gold lead for the Zeri.
Yeah.
I do think that just picking Lucian can be dangerous for reasons like this, where if you're not getting a lot of early plays, if you're not chunking people out, like, we know that Lucian isn't just like a one-item guy who falls off from there anymore, but at the same time, he's going into one of the biggest hyper carries that we have, which is basically just kind of budget Yunara at this point. Like, I wonder if he's just playing Zeri because he's like, well, I wanted to play Yunara, but I couldn't. Here's the engage. We got the stun coming in, but that's what the Galio is for. The immediate turn comes in, and Raptor getting extremely low. The Wild Growth used on him, but he can't get away from the Ambessa. And that'll be the end of the Wukong. It's DNF's turn. Very nice.
Really good turn there from Diablo. He's doing the thing.
He's doing the thing. He's pressing forward. He just keeps going forward. He's going to have to flash away as now he's got a Xin Zhao on his back. And, well, he's dead. He did the thing, and he got punished for it. It looks like Kellen will have to flash himself.
As I was waiting, seeing if anyone else ended up going down, but what a play there from DNF. They were so ready to absorb that punch there from BNK. Biggest difference is they were playing 5 versus 4 for most of that fight, as they had everyone there. Look at this again. So I think they saw this play coming, because look at how quick Ambessa joins. Because Galio is always going to be earlier, right? Or be quick to respond. The pick right here. But what really is telling to me is that if Diablo waits until Gwen is here, I think that this play that follows up, which we're not going to be able to see, that might work. Because Gwen then is snipping around, right? Like Maker's done. But instead, like, Diablo just goes in and dies. Really good punish from DNF. Really good immediate response to that very aggressive attempted play. And that's now a 2K gold lead here for the DN Freaks.
Now, they've done this before. I'm looking forward to some growth, right? And not just wild growth.
We want to believe.
Or the Lulu. We want to believe that DNF have learned over the course of time, over the course of scrims and practice. They have learned how to become a team and use their gold lead and put it together for some actual wins in some mid-game team fights, which is what we're about to get into. A lot of fighting here over the Rift Herald.
Claire does FTP, but Bullock is ahead of the play.
Yeah. Kind of hanging out for now. Looks like DNF are going to claim this one. Raptor hanging around, but not going to risk it. ZI. There you go, Pyosik. Picks it up. And clears this in bottom lane. Looks like the call from BNK was just to let them have it.
And my guess would be that they're going to be trying and looking to aggressively contest Dragon instead. Looking at the spikes, I feel like they could have looked for a contest. The sum situation for them is a lot worse, though. There's no sums or no flash on Diablo, on Vikla, on Kellen, and on Raptor. So maybe the call was, okay, we should just let this go. It's just a Herald. Doesn't mean the end of the world. He's definitely going to get dropped in mid, I would expect, and is going to get the turret there. But that's a big macro error. Just giving over the first turret blood for free there, I think, is a bit of a whiff here from DNF. If Pyosik, instead of clearing his camps, just throws down that Herald mid immediately. Like, you might have gotten 2, and they don't get the free trade. You get possible feats.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that there were a lot of pings in mid from the red team. So clearly, for DNF, they wanted to go mid, and they wanted to make a play happen, but maybe the push... Okay, he's going to get another crash here. Nicely done by Pyosik. But yeah, maybe the push in topside kind of just caught them off guard, and they were like, oh, well, I guess we just lose first turn. But then...
They have a really good setup, though. Yeah, so Clear's going to have to respond with TP, which means that they should get Drake. Because now Clear's going to catch this wave, and Dudu can base, possibly buy, and then just... They get the Dragon here as well.
Yeah.
DNF actually fully out-rotating BNK. in this early to mid game.
Yeah, BNK got that first dragon, and since then, they have been kind of just behind the play.
I don't know if you noticed the apprehension that's still in my...
No, same for me. I have noticed, yes.
I just want everyone to be aware of why that is. In case you missed it.
What happened, Chronicler?
Atlas and I went through a very, very painful experience with DNF, and we wanted them to win very badly. And they were against Bro, that says a lot. Even the audience was on the DNF side. They were up 10k gold, and they lost.
Yes.
And I just don't want to repeat that. So now I'm scared to truly believe.
That's fair. One thing that might make you a little bit happier is that DNF, they actually got the feats of strength. So even though the first Turret Blood did go over to BNK,
that helps.
All the kills are in the favor of DNF, and of course they got 2 dragons and the Rift Herald. So that will be 3 objectives for them. Only the 2
they will also,
for BNK.
I think, maintain a very, very strong power level relative to their opponent until Diablo hits 3 items. That's when I start to worry. Like, the 2-item spike for Berserker has been hit. 2-item for Bulldog is imminent. As, yeah, Raptor, good call. Does dip there. And once Pioshik, Bulldog, and again, Berserker has already hit that 2-item spike, I think he needs to push hard. DNF's,
Raptor's going in to try to kill a Nami, and it's not going to work. So
it's a big team fight all gone. And it's the macro for DNF that's just straight up better. Like, BNK keeps looking for these plays, and then DNF just shove wave, get advantage. They've done this like 5 or 6 times now where they're just like, yeah, we're not going to fight you.
Shove wave, get advantage.
Yeah, which is why it's not just the kills, they're up 3k gold.
I'm very surprised about going all in onto the Nami. He didn't even have to flash. Nope. And now you don't have Cyclone for the fight.
Well, they're gonna fight, because Zeri's the 2 items. So, Godspeed Diablo if you're a BNK fan. That's the game plan.
DNF are trying to pull this a little bit. Diablo taking a ton of damage already. The healer's going to help out immensely there. The flash comes in, gets the cleanse and the flash out of Berserker.
That's big.
It's a very broken up fight as Dudu trying to isolate Raptor. It's not really going to work, and he chunks him down. Now Pioshik going in, but he's alone up against Diablo, who gets ulted by the Ambessa, but it's a broken up fight, and it's going the way of BNK. Somehow, some way, they kill the top laner and the jungler. And all that gold that DNF had, it just doesn't matter as the TP tries to be utilized, but it's not going to work. And now Quantum goes down, and it's a clean ace to BNK.
No! 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 Not again! Okay, this one wasn't as bad. Admittedly, I'm not gonna completely lose my mind. We knew, and Diablo go kill. Who knew? Who knew it would have worked? We did. We kind of. He's not even the one that I think wins this fight.
No.
It's the irony. They go a little bit too aggressive. They're doing too many things here, is DNF.
There's no direction.
Actually, really nicely done by Vikla there. To take, look at Berserker. He's like, I'm PvPing. I'm taking down Timbers. But obviously, Clear is happy to be against Bull. And this ult from Dudu. Actually, if other people join up, that's fine. But instead, he just goes in and dies. Because there's a Lulu that just ults.
Man.
Yeah.
And Pioshik, he tried to flash onto Vikla. He immediately got stunned and died.
I need to... DNF, if you start Otacon, you need to then be ready to turn. Because I think starting Otacon there is honestly fine. You're ahead. You can turn.
The sign says we shouldn't have... we shouldn't have gone for Otacon.
But wait. That's an old-timer right there, Valdez. That's evergreen.
Because it was probably the same guy who had the sign who was like, please do not start Otacon first. I don't know if it was like it was a bro game or...
And this is where, gonna be very real, there are different evaluations, there's different guidelines. If you're a legend team versus... If you're a legend team, you start up Otacon, no problem. I trust that you'll be able to turn.
The turn will be good.
If you are a Rise team, just wait for them.
Just
wait
give
for
it
them.
to them. Yeah. All right, well...
Oh, don't do that.
They're trying to do things now. They're going to knock in the Wukong. He is taking a ton of damage. The bubble was gigantic on top of it. As meanwhile, Diablo still chipping away at them.
This is big. Drake is up in 30 seconds. Raptor will be down. If DNF can get Soul Point...
Berserker. You can't do it. You can't do that.
Berserker, no.
Dashing into the Zeri. It's not going to work out. And now we got a TP coming through as Zambessa. Oh, the stun coming in. The taunt is huge. This is going to catch everyone on the front line, and Diablo doesn't have a team anymore. DNF just running him down, and Quantum picks up the kill. DNF are back.
They did a mental boom. They're still here. They're still playing the game, Veldas. That's going to be so point to DNF. As truly, Rise Group never fails to deliver.
This is the culture we were asking for.
This is so peak. Oh, okay. So we have again the disengage and the turn from DNF has been beautiful. Bioshik getting the ult, knocking back Raptor into the team, and then the follow-up is there immediately. That was wonderful. Then it looks like BNK takes the lead. Berserker, for some inconceivable reason, takes like 60% of his health bar. And then here, watch Bulldog. Or actually, watch the bubble into Bulldog. So the bubble is crazy, but the fact that Bulldog then also hits too is insane. And now they got Soul Point. And guess what? That's another one. That's a rule of Rise Group. We really have to start like really codifying these. Rule of Rise Group, number 24. Soul Point is the same as Soul. They're not actually different in this group. At some point in this game, you will...
So DNF have Infernal Soul.
Yes. Theoretically, at some point in this game, BNK are gonna make a call, and DNF is just gonna be like, "Oh, so we get free dragon?"
Yeah.
Like,
they'll like push the top inner or something. I'm looking forward to it because I think it will happen.
Virtually indistinguishable.
Yeah.
You know, because the laws of the Legend Group are just the laws of League. It's like if you're a League machine, how is this played out?
Yes.
We know.
How do you function?
Yes. If you say in theory X could happen, guess what? They'll do that. Yeah. Not in the Rise Group, baby. None of that. As again, it really is a team effort. It's Quantum that sets up the bubble, and Bulldog that then gets... I thought that he would have needed the flash, but doesn't even need to flash. Just walks up, gets a big taunt, takes down 2.
They weren't believers until they were.
And one of the top left is like, yes!
I love the praying going on.
Come on, DNF. Just stick the landing.
One time.
We have Berserker on a 3rd item. Everyone's rooting for you. And also, if DNF like 2-0 BNK, now it just means that the chaos continues. Yeah. Which thematically I just love. Like, we actually, it's just another reminder, we have no idea about Rise Group. We just don't get it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's some damage there.
Woo! Yeah, IE's done.
Some big crits.
Berserker with first strike as well. Like, if he dash and gets a couple of autos off on you, like he double taps your head, you're gonna have a good time. Okay, no. All we need is don't do the Baron throw. Just play for Dragon. DNF. Because you're now in the position where they
do the Baron throw?
No, don't.
Don't what?
Don't do the Baron throw.
Do the Baron throw?
No.
Wait,
fellas.
I don't understand.
Don't look at Baron. Don't touch Baron.
Look at Baron?
Wait for 2 minutes, and then if they do Baron, you don't care because you get Infernal Soul and you win. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen more teams lose with Soul this split than any other one, and I don't have to.
An unfortunate trend that has been happening here. Just a little bit.
It's fine. It's fine. I think DNF. Just play it slow. For BNK, the win condition remains the same. As a Diablo actually felt obliged to go for Shield Bow, which will make him harder to kill. But that's a lot less damage than he would have otherwise had if he'd gone for either IE or gone for a Lord Doms, which I think is most likely in this scenario. I wouldn't even hate Executioners, actually.
Moral reminder.
The fact they don't have... And not only that, Serpent's Fang is kind of a crazy buy here. Ready for either side. Because you're either playing into Lulu, where it's kind of self-explanatory, and even Annie, or you're playing into Besta, who does a lot of shielding. Galio does a lot of shielding. But I guess in BNK's case, Executioners is better than the Serpent's Fang value. But for DNF, I wouldn't hate it. They ended up getting that.
We got Dragon in a minute. Can they stick the landing? Can DNF pull it off?
We'll see if, because if BNK are like, it's fine. We just trade Nash for, teams have fought that.
Yes.
Many times. How often has that actually worked? I'm not even joking.
It has to be a very specific part of the game. Like, it has to be close, and the Baron is enough to, like, have you push in and get enough of a map lead that leads you to win the game.
Careful, careful, careful,
Yeah.
careful.
Uh-oh, we got a lot of people going on in, but the peel is great once again. Gonna catch Raptor, and the wave is gigantic. It catches the whole team, but lining up for the Gwen also not great.
Diablo
it goes clear, just zoning everybody away, and Diablo gonna take away that front line. They finally get a kill. And look at everybody's health. They ran in a straight line.
How did no one die?
No, they got Bulldog.
No, I mean, how did no one die on BNK? Okay,
Just a little overreach.
No, it's fine.
Just a little bit of an overreach.
I need to stop saying it's fine. I feel like I'm working so hard about this.
It's not fine. Everything is on fire. It's Infernal Rift.
Very true. You just lose a Drake. It's not the end of the world. I want to see the damage, because I'm pretty sure that looked like it was a one fight for DNF. Oh my god, this game is frying my brain.
It's game one.
Like, what happens to Berserker? Is it legit just...
Look at the needles.
Okay.
Yeah. They're in a line. They're in a straight line.
God, the Quen!
Quen.
Yeah, Quen single-handedly, I think, saving that fight. And there is also a reminder that even with how that fight started, actually locking down Diablo is really hard for DNF. Like, reliably getting on... I swear he just bought BF sword.
He just built a full IE.
He literally just built the BF sword. No, I know. Before the last fight.
Yeah.
And now he has an IE. That's not normal. That's not okay.
And you were saying 3 items. Now we got 4 items on the Zeri. The Quen only has basically 3, but it's not a finished third item. So now
I kind of love it if you just go Shadow Flame next as well.
Yeah.
It's like none of that Zonya's crap. I am murdering them
because he knows all he has to do is damage. Even if Clear dies, if they focus Clear, Diablo kills everyone.
That said, if DNF can stall and still like a position in this game, I feel like Soul Point is so valuable for forcing these decisions. Oh, BNK, they've...
You were saying?
Possibly found an opportunity.
The stun comes in, Mikhail's a great buy here, but now the needles on the flank are gigantic as Dudu not able to do enough. He's just on the run, and they do actually get the peel going. As, yeah, they got the kill, but now the flash timbers! The timing is perfect from Vikla! And that should be 2 kills here for the side of BNK. They get the advantage at the end of this fight.
Oh, they get the Gwen, but as you highlight, as we said, Clear still does his job. He does so much damage, he draws so much attention. And now, oh, Dudu not going to be able to join this fight. It's just Yoshi, Berserker, and Quantum. I don't know if... I think this is gone. I don't think they can contest this.
This is definitely gone. I think DNF know it as well.
Oh, DNF. If this happens 2 minutes later and you get Drake, perfect. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Good beat.
Completely adequate. Now, because this, you know what the timer for this is going to be? For this Rebel Baron probably perfectly into the soul point for the enemy team.
Yeah.
As Bulldog, like Bulldog getting taken low is manageable, but it's right here. The combination of this TP, and you can just see the hesitation and DNF thinking, wait, they're not actually going to fully commit to this, right? Which being
they don't know. They don't know. They're not aware.
Actually, we've been really hard on Vikla, and I think justifiably so. I think this player has not been playing well for a large part of, particularly round 1 and 2. But I think every time that he hits Tibbers in the last couple of fights, they hit hard.
Yeah. He also was in range of the Galio to land his Q stun, right? Like, he kind of got that going. Now they're going out in the clear when he's alone, but the whole team is running over. At the same time, like, yes, there's a tiny little turret here, but do BNK care? I don't think so. They're just going to send it. Quantum taking the brunt of the damage, but now the turn comes in. The Wild Growth out of clear keeps him alive as Raptor goes in that backline, but there's nobody that gets any lineup on a Diablo.
Wait, they're down 2.
No, this is...
Oh, God.
Yep, this is a very big Zeri and a very big Annie as well. Deathcap finished as Vikla just chopping people down. And yeah, it's a very broken up fight. Even Jonah Strong had trouble with it. Had to zoom all the way out.
Yeah, I
BNK
really
win it.
I thought that the BNK was down to 2 members, but the Lulu just caught me off guard, and I guess it caught DNF off guard as well. As, yeah, they're going to get bought in him now. Like, I don't think there's anything that they can... actually, I guess it's just the inner.
They can back, buy, and take the Drake.
Oh, Drake's gone. Yeah, we knew that the moment the Baron went down, right? Yeah, Diablo's going to be full build. Fikla has Death Cap. We have reached the... What's the opposite of the Promised Land? It's not good.
Hell.
Valdez. Yeah, I guess. As even with how messy this fight is, look how long Clear stays alive, by the way. And yes, they're able to kill Raptor, but the damage is still done.
Watch this.
I know, very satisfying.
Oh! Yeah, the shield killing Quantum. Lovely stuff.
And while all of that's happening, Tibbers is just like, I'm in the brush.
He wasn't controlling Tibbers.
Now, oh my god. Okay, we actually need Serpent's Fang, though. Like, they have
too many shields now.
Yeah, BT as well?
Yeah.
Also, we did see there in the beginning of that fight, the fact that Clara's gone for basically just full AP Gwen, like, only the final needles did like, what was it, 40% of Berserker's health bar?
Yeah. Also, Raptor gave his life to totally zone away Berserker in that fight.
Oh, it was yeah, Raptor's KD hasn't been great, but he has been having, oh,
that's it! Find the Zeri, and immediately he just gets wild growths. Clear in a little bit of trouble, though, as they struggle to get over the wall, and Berserker's the first one to go down, and it's to the needles, of all things. The game is just done, the scaling is off the charts, and B&K will take game number 1.
It's a Diablo ending! After all, even with Dudu finding the ult, they just don't have the lockdown. Everyone needed to be ready. Just that alone is not enough when it's paired with the Lulu. The B&K, it's a bit of an up and down scenario, but they do get that game number 1 as... Yeah, I can see those points in the match, right? It's being like, see, the Quen, we told you. We knew.
Uh-huh. Yes, the Quen. And everybody kind of played their role. It wasn't a clean game from B&K, but eventually they just got too big to fail. And I think that DNF were really struggling with how to deal with this Zeri.
Yep, that's...
Yeah. Those are some old school Zeri numbers. That's crazy. That's like 1,300 DPM plus.
And the moment that Lucian was locked in, we saw the Zeri Lulu like hover. It makes sense, right? Again, look at how hard it is. The best fights for DNF in this game were they could absorb the blow and the re-engage came through. But once Zeri gets too big, like that's just not enough anymore because they will go in, and before you can re-engage, 2 of your people have been murdered by that man on your screen!
Yeah. He just won't be stopped. Multiple times he got caught out as well in the mid-game, it just didn't matter. Just dashing in, he stays true to the way that he loves to play the game, which is over-aggressive, just like B&K. Either way, guys, they're going to take down game number 1 up against DNF, who were not able to make it happen in this one. We're going to take a break and have the space. We'll be right back.
보여줘. 나 빼줘. 나 삐좀 걸렸어. 봐줘. 이겨. 확인. 나 제리 들어오는 거 봐줄게. 나 봐줘. 칼 봐줄게. 야, 제일
나도 봐줄래? 나 좀 봐줄래?
나 제일 봐줄게.
나 좀 봐줄래? 나 좀 봐줄래?
일로 와.
아 진짜 디아블로 못 말려 진짜.
하잖아.
The new Atlas thing, where he's like, it's not caster desk anymore, it's caster blanc.
Why is it that?
I don't know, he just made up another word, and then...
He can't just keep doing that.
Well, I
can't just start renaming everything that we use.
But don't we all do that?
No.
Kind of do.
Not really. Not like Caster Blanc.
I don't know, I just thought you'd know, and I wouldn't have had to explain it, and we wouldn't have had this whole interaction.
No. Well.
No, okay, well,
no.
You know, I like
Caster desk.
I thought it was funny.
I don't even know what it means.
It means caster desk. Why wouldn't you just say caster desk? I don't know, ask Atlas. I didn't make it up.
No Blanc.
No Blanc.
Unless LeBlanc is played.
Sure, I can work with that. That's not happening, so I think we're out of the woods. And that one is there is the ban of Yunara. Berserker not going to be able to maintain his power level and his crazy KDA on that one, but also it doesn't go down. So that's, you know, that's something. And we are what, like B1ing
Pantheon ban, please.
Is it just Rumble? Like, who else would it be? That's a Pantheon ban. Come on now.
Come on now. Press the Pantheon button. Oh no. What have they done, Chronicler?
I can literally hear the Korean casters screaming, but what about Pantheon? And okay, so they get Pantheon. Okay, we're memeing, right?
Yeah,
so
no, I already wrote Pantheon on the sheet.
You get Pantheon, and then they get what? Or like, what do you get in return? You get Rumble. So you get red side Rumble, and then what else? Trundle's banned. That's like, I feel like Trundle's one of the champions where like, okay, Pantheon actually can kind of get screwed because he goes in and then you pillar him and then you ult him and then he just dies. But it's, yes, it's banned.
Yes.
So you get red side Rumble. What else do you get here, B&K? What is your answer into the Pantheon? That's been so insane.
Rise?
We don't really need to pick a jungler here, right? So you can just go Rise Rumble. I don't love it, Feldes. I don't know if it will matter.
Aurora's still up, so they seem a little bit apprehensive to just slam the Rumble.
Okay, I think that's fine. You can pick Aurora later. That is okay. Is Jarvan the answer? Okay, Rise Nocturne at least has a
theme
way of it's when it comes to color, it's thematic. It also both has semi-global access to or semi-global, which is a way to also access the map, the same way that Pantheon does, which is big. I feel like Pantheon is just, it kind of offers everything though, which is, I still don't think that you're happy about giving it over.
They're gonna blind.
Yeah, and
the
then,
Rumble.
And then Claire's gonna play. Oh, like that.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
DNF is kind of cooking. I do think that they were cooking last game, and then they did kind of not stick the landing.
Wadid said it. You know, he doesn't think the draft is the issue.
It's not.
It's not. We've identified that.
I do like Ornn. I think Ornn's good here. Aatrox is fine, I guess. I like the Ornn a lot more. But it's being gay, and they do love going aggressive. By the way, our prompter now says Blanc prompter. So, you know.
It's not caster prompter anymore, it's Blancer prompter.
Yeah.
Are we Blancs? I thought it was the caster Blanc.
I don't know.
Oh, because this is the Blanc?
I don't know.
Blancer prompter?
Stop. Like, I'm just
trying to make sense of it.
I'm the messenger, okay? Well, you know what happens when you ask Atlas to try to actually make sense of it. Remember the Tempo Vibes PowerPoint?
Yeah, no, that explained everything very clearly.
Yes, surely did.
So we need another PowerPoint, clearly, about the Blanc.
Maybe we can just get an inner look into the workings of Atlas's mind.
I don't think anyone's ever seen that before.
No, that's why it would be a good PowerPoint. As the bar gets taken away as well, a lot of stationary targets on B&K that would really suffer. Also makes me wonder, like, are they gonna slam Jhin on 4 here? Works well with the rest of the team. is always able to follow up. I do think Jin into Rumble always feels a little bit bad because every time you set a build, he will also do so.
Yeah.
But it is a very strong pick. It does mean Diablo's not in the hyper carry, which is always a little sad.
They could also play just Jinx. You get like resets and stuff, but you don't really have the Lulu, and it's probably not a good idea.
Oh, we're keeping it hidden. That's kind of cool. So Rakan gets taken away. Does mean that they have a lot more team fights. Oh, it might be a Kai'Sa angle actually.
Yeah.
You don't want to blind Kai'Sa. Yeah, okay, I think that's what they're looking towards. So Diablo wants to play Kai'Sa, but doesn't want to blind Kai'Sa because then he gets blown up in seconds. So it's gonna be what, like Sivir, Leona? Leona is one of Life's favorites and something we've seen often. You know, I would actually love Maokai here. I think Maokai as a counter pick goes really hard into Rakan. And also it goes hard into the entire BNK comp. And it goes well with Rumble. Yeah. And it goes well with Aurora.
Yeah, they should pick Maokai here. They're not going to.
Oh no, it's gonna be Rel.
It's Rel.
But I'm glad you see the lines.
Yeah.
So this is Kai'Sa, right? Yeah. Kai'Sa Rakan, the lane is just kind of mid, but everything else is amazing. They synergize well, they have a ton of mobility, and the team fighting for BNK is very good. Not nearly as much of a protect the carry composition as it was before. And with any other team, I would look at this DN Freaks draft and be like, how could you allow this? Like, how do they have Pantheon, Rumble, and Aurora? Rumble and Rel, amazing combo. I think even the fact that everyone else can get them ready for Sivir to just clean them up, that's good. Sivir does have a really hard time in this game because of the amount of backlight dive that's there, but it's DNF. So I'm like, are we actually going to see the combo pulled off? Or are you just going to get into messy fights and then Diablo ults in and he kills everyone and that's just the game?
And that's the end of the game, yeah. To be honest, you know, I feel bad for them, but it's kind of the expectation at this point, you know.
It has to be, right? After everything we've seen this year.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but, you know, you got to get more wins and change the narrative, right? Before we can begin to do that ourselves as casters. So, we'll see. We'll see what they can do. As certainly a very strong draft this time around. They got Pantheon for the second time in LCK round 3 through 5. We'll see what happens here as we're getting onto the Rift for game number 2 right now.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 안면 폭발 광사. 미니언 생성까지 30초.
Yeah, I think it's actually the second time for the whole of LCK. Not 100% sure.
I'm also pretty sure.
Oh, no, it's just rounds. It's just rounds 3 through 5.
I do remember, wasn't it like Canyon who got a Pantheon at some point? I'm pretty sure it was him playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It generally happens that way, though, because you're so scared of everything else that everyone else on this team can play that they're like, I guess we really have to ban Azir here. And then they do, and then it's like, well, then can't.
I
and it's just gonna win the
distinctly
game.
remember, I forgot when this was. I don't know I think this was 2021. And that was already, I'm pretty sure, this iteration of Pantheon. You know, this wasn't like the point and click spear Pantheon.
Yeah.
Where DK did the exact same thing, where it's like, Pantheon is supposed to be this champion that just like, you know, is really strong duelist, really strong ganks. So you just kind of just drop into lanes, kill people, and just keep repeating that. You fight everyone you see. But just like Gen G did, they would instead, like Showmaker would push out a lane, just so that Canyon could get like his third enemy Raptor camp. And he got like a 40 skill. I'm like, it's Pantheon!
Yeah.
Well, it's not Karthus! And I hope, for Pioshik's sake, that his team is going to enable him the same way. Because DNF need... I know we've said they need a win, but they still need a win.
Yeah, they still need another one.
They need more wins. BNK, maybe one win is not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, for BNK, they're trying to fight to overcome DK's spot, right? Which it's technically possible. It's probably not going to happen. It would require DK to lose most of their matches that they have left over, Because they're like 4 series ahead of BNK.
It's that.
And a lot of games.
That's the real thing. It's 13 games. Like, that is a big gap in game score.
It's possible if, you know, BNK win a lot and BNK lose a lot.
But especially if BNK gets, like, because I'm pretty sure they haven't faced off yet, so do they face off this week? I'm double checking.
No.
They did already face off. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure BNK beat them handily. The last time they did face.
Yeah, they did. It was a 2-0.
For BNK, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Wolf predicted that one. I remember now.
Yeah.
If they get 2 more of those, or 1 more of those rather, that could make a big swing. But yeah, it's just not likely due to the fact that all the standings have carried over from last split.
Uh-oh. Clear. Getting into a little bit of trouble due to silence, but he doesn't care. He's doing tons of damage. Gets the flash out of the Aatrox. And not exactly sure how that happened, but Clear, again, it was his choice to go for the Aatrox instead of the Ornn, which, you know, the Ornn generally very safe into the Rumble. And so far, the Aatrox is not.
That's not what you want. It looks like Clear did, in fact, stick around. So, should be able to at least pick up that wave as Raptor. Nocturne is...
What are we doing here? What is happening?
We're just...
Go back and farm your jungle.
Well, I mean, neither of them have camps up, right? And Raptor got the bot
There's
crab.
a Scuttle Crab.
Well, yeah, but he got the bot crabby. So, like, he doesn't
You could have pushed him away and gotten the Krabby, and now he's behind on, or he's equal on tempo, right?
Yeah, but he's just going to walk back. Claire's going to have a TP in. He has mid lane prio. He's going to be able to fight for this. Because Dudu wants the base, I'm pretty sure. Dudu could also just, what I hope he does is just help contest. Because Claire has to catch his wave. So we'll see. But I'm pretty sure Vikla and Raptor want to throw down. As we have the little look towards the top side there. Yeah, looks like Raptor just end up wasting a little bit of time. I don't mind not
Now
going.
he's behind on his camps.
I mean, he's not. They're even.
No, he's not there right when they spawn.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't like the contest.
But he could have been.
Well,
Instead of chasing the Pantheon through his jungle for no reason.
Well, okay, but he also doesn't gain a tempo lead on you, right? Like, I think going for the contest when it's clear your top lane can't follow was a mistake. But going for that play against Pantheon is fine, because if you delay him and then you can get like a 5-second lead on your clear if you just had gone to Krugs instead of contesting. I think the contest for me was the issue. I think the bot lane, like chasing him down, doesn't really matter too much. Because Nocturne is a like shockingly strong duelist. It's just that if he's playing it to multiple people, he just doesn't really do that much. But it's the extra AD from your Q. It's obviously the fear. It's the passive as well. The healing and the early conquer actually ends up doing a lot. But now they're basically just matched, which they're both just looking to get 6.
Yoshi on the Pantheon, keeping up in farm against the Nocturne. Berserker trying to... Well, that was a nice little knock up into a skate. You can only do so much when you're playing Kai'Sa Rakan into Sivir. And so that's why Berserker's trying to do as much poke damage as possible, and also why a Cull was purchased pretty early on here for Diablo. Pretty common, actually, on Kai'Sas to just do this and say, well, I'm going to lose lane, so I'll just accept it and buy a Cull instead and try to survive. A lot of presence here from DNF, but it's not like they can dive the bottom lane, especially with Raptor here.
Kalen also sitting on TP as we have Pioshik starting up the dragon. So the timer on Vikla is nice here because he went for a base. Bulldog, I don't think is in any real threat here. Like, it's Aurora.
Level 6.
Yes. As maybe he's looking to catch the rotation. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen. And I think that you lose this dragon because that's what you kind of accept when you pick the Xayah Rakan, right?
Yeah.
This swap, though... Kai'Sa Rakan, thank you. This swap, though, not too clean here from BNK, and it kind of continues to trend. 2 games in a row, I think the early map rotations of DNF are just way better. Early Prio has been good. They got the early dragon. We have, thank you, Orcs, actually a good soul. Basically, no, not basically, it's guaranteed. There's only good souls.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I mean, Ocean Soul is good too.
I think it's sometimes good. I would rate it as second weakest.
It's hard because there are a lot of good souls.
So Mountain, I think, is always better.
Than Ocean.
Yes.
I'd say it depends.
I think
Mountain would be the one that it's
I think
close
Ocean for me specifically is better if you're into a poke comp. Otherwise, I don't think it is. Or if you have like
Vikla missing the damage, Kellen missing the knockup.
It looks fine. That flash as well, so should never die there. But still, one of those ganks that still applies.
Leaves a lot to be desired, you know.
Well, yeah, but you still get pressure, right?
Sure.
Like if you're Kellen, you're not really wasting your time.
It's a prank.
It's just catching the wave.
It's not a gank, it's a prank.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Not from me, it's from LS. Long time ago. Big throwback. That was like over 5 years ago.
I mean, it's no Caster Blanc, but that's good.
Caster Blanc. The Caster Blanc is not a thing. Stop trying to make it a thing.
Well, I'm not trying to make it a thing.
The people who are trying to make it a thing.
Atlas made it a thing. That's all I'm saying. You also
dude just flashed away.
Huh.
But so did Vikla flash in.
Are they? Yeah, they're setting up for a gank towards... Okay, Dudu, you know they're not contesting. So you know Nocturne will be towards the bottom side of the map. It doesn't show, which is good.
Nice.
Nice.
And now they're looking for their own dive. We got a TP coming in, which will potentially stop it, but life is still going in. The ult comes out from Diablo, but the damage is just there. The auto gets it done. And yes, Vikla's going to show up, but he's just a rise, and now he's in trouble. As just going to take this one up, Bulldog perfectly, and that is a sick dive here from the side of DNF, picking up 3 kills.
3 for 0! And DNF, again, set up a beautiful early game. This time around, though, I think their team fighting is way better compared to where they were last time. And they also don't get nearly outskilled as hard as... Kellen doesn't have ult here. Diablo has to ult very early to reposition, and even with the flash, just ends up going down. And yeah, by the time Vikla shows up, there's just nothing to be done. This is a level 8 rise. He doesn't offer that much. But he especially doesn't offer too much if he's not there when the play happens. And then there are more than enough people to tank. That is a 2k gold lead for DNF early on, Valdez.
It's very early, too, on top of a Ocean Drake, and as you mentioned, comps that kind of feel very good in this situation and aren't on a timer as much. It could be a DNF angle.
Now, we have seen this before. We're not...
Can you hear the apprehension in my voice?
I can, Valdez. Yeah. We've been burned by DNF, and if they do it, I'll be very happy. But I'm not believing until I see them wheeling on that Nexus, and maybe not even then. Need to see it actually go down, but really nicely done. Pioshik getting good value there with the ultimate. Bulldog really clean on the roams today. It really is, the more we see them, though, it's specifically the mid-game team fights where everything often falls apart for this team, and Otacon. So, no Otacon. No Otacon.
No Otacon.
No Otacon.
No Otacon.
Just don't do it. Just let them start it. It's fine. And
if you're ahead and they started, you're winning.
Yes. Because then you can just kill them.
Yeah.
Great engage. You have really good flank setups. You have incredible team fight damage. Like, just Rumble and Aurora ult alone. And I'm starting to believe that even with nameplates on, this draft on the left, it's making me happy, Valdez.
It does feel better, doesn't it? They're trying to dive onto clear, it looks like.
Raptors here. I don't know about this.
Yeah, the whole team's coming in, and that is an Aatrox. They try to burst them down, but it's not quite going to work, and the turn is already coming through. That's the first kill. The Rumble ult doesn't hit anyone, but now the Aurora not quite going to miss. Is Bulldog able to help get the kill, but it is dicey. Not the cleanest dive. Looked nothing like the top lane dive.
I think DNF should be very happy that they didn't just lose the game, or not lose the game there, but they didn't lose their full lead there, because that was very close to being a complete disaster. So let's take another look here. I think the target selection from BNK is also a little bit iffy here, because when this came through, I was really expecting him to just get multiple kills, but it really is only life that goes down, and then I don't know about this positioning from Clear. I think actually if he just gets another rotation of spells off onto Dudu or Bulldog, they die. Yeah. It also would set up a plasma stack, which would allow for Diablo to come in, which that would have been enough, I think, to turn the fight. That's not the case. So DNF, they just trade 1 for 1. And that'll be the end of it. And it's also just Rel going down, which is not the end of the world.
I mean, still a 2K lead. Still feeling pretty good.
Holding on to it.
Holding on.
Oh, again. I love this.
Yeah, might as well.
Going.
Realm Arp is just gonna get him out. Nice. Ryan's pretty good at that. And now we have a little trade on the map here, but it's 4 versus 1.
So there's also a dragon, right? So this is still a trade up for DNF, but it could have been a trade up with a kill. Now it's just a trade up. So BNK, they gotta try and find their moments where they can. See if they can get a plate in mid as well. They need to be very respectful because Pioshik's ult is back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mountain versus Ocean. I think Ocean is more limited in its use case. Whereas even if you're not playing into like dive comps, I think Mountain always makes it harder to kill carries.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I just feel like the regen of the Ocean is it's really strong, even against non-poke comps. But yeah, I mean, the shield is generally, you can use it in any case.
That's the only one, right? Like,
yeah.
That's close. Infernal.
Cloud is definitely better, and then Infernal and Hextech are S tier, obviously.
Which, by the way, second Infernal, very fitting for a BNK series, I would say.
Yeah, makes sense. For a DNF series, you know, not so sure, but they're up against BNK, so that feels pretty good. And we got to see them use their lead to get more objectives. That's really the name of the game. You know, you've got feats of strength, you've got the first 2 dragons, you have 2,000 gold on your opponents. So now your next sights are on that Infernal Dragon. Not on the Otacon that spawns a minute and a half after. Don't look at that.
Just play for the slow ball.
Nobody look at Otacon, okay? That doesn't exist.
You want to snowball, but slow and steady. We're not gonna try and overforce.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do Otacon. We're just leisurely cruising towards that third Drake. And in my the last game, my soul point theory was proven very wrong.
Yes.
And I would like it to be proved right. We're just going to ignore that data point and cherry pick.
Sure. I mean, that's what we generally do, so it fits very well. All right, trying to set up a play here in top lane. Dudu might be in a little bit of trouble. He does have his flash, and so does Vikla. Raptor spotted at the same time, so they know he's here.
Also, you know, if that you want to make up a word, you're also allowed to, right?
Yeah, but I'm not just going to make it up just for the sake of making it up. Like, if I feel inspiration...
I'm pretty sure that's what Atlas did, though.
Yeah, well, he...
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember.
He's not following the rules. He's Australian. I don't know. Maybe they have different rules down there.
I don't remember the exact context. What do you mean? You're a New Yorker. You don't follow rules.
That's true.
I know the stereotypes.
Yeah. But neither do Aussies.
Very true.
They are very much just going at their own pace, doing whatever they want. DNF start the Rift Herald. That's fine. Let's see if they go for a turn here. Looks like they want to. Life positioning pretty well. Takes a bunch of damage, and it looks like BNK say, well, that's a bit spooky. We're not going to go for that one. And so DNF get yet another objective.
Probably going to be the mid lane turret as well, I would expect. So BNK just continuing the snowball. Interesting, interesting. I'm not going to believe until I've seen them win like an actual 5v5 though, this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not falling for it.
Like, again, they had a 2,000 gold lead 9 minutes in. They still have a 2,000 gold lead here 16 and a half minutes in. So it's hard to get progress, but there are ways to set it up where maybe they could look for mid-turret with the Rift Herald now, or maybe they could have like tried to look for a dive on top side, or like try to look for a counter gank on what is sure to be a Nocturne who's looking for an angle or something, you know, maybe try to bait something out. Instead, we're kind of just coasting, which is what you wanted. But at the same time, if we're at 2,000 gold lead in, you know, 10 minutes, that's not going to matter at all. As Rift Herald dropped in mid, this should be going down 100%. Diablo not able to defend by himself, but it's traded for a little top lane turret as another charge is not going to happen. Raptor comes in and smites it away.
Nicely done there by DNF. Still open up the map a lot more for them. Going to make fighting for mid lane probably a lot harder for Diablo, who obviously is a very sad and short range AD carry. Doesn't just get to walk up and delete the wave. We're also not anymore in. Remember the era when everyone built static Shiv and they just ordered the wave once and then that was just, then it was just gone.
I mean that was kind of dumb, so I'm glad we removed that.
What was your? That also led to my favorite pause of all time.
Yeah.
The Doran static Shiv incident. In case you don't remember.
Oh man.
Doran was playing Quintop.
Yes.
And he paused the game because his Shiv was not having the intended effect.
Yeah.
And he was like,
clearly,
admin, what's going on? This is a bug. My static Shiv isn't proccing on the wave. He hadn't bought it. Live?
Well, I buy this engage as now the counter comes out. They're only going to get Kellen, but Raptor goes in by himself onto the back line. And it's just free food, just trying to peel for Diablo, I guess. Well, that's 2 kills, and it should be sole point here for DNF.
DNF are just getting everything. There's no real counterpunch. Fickla's just in the side lane. Like, he'll get, what, like maybe an auto? No, not even a few autos on that inner. As BNK, you knew they were going to be there. And Life, not a moment of weakness there, not a second wasted. Immediate flash engage the moment he sees those two in the brush. Nocturno can't help. There isn't really a great teleport angle for Vikla there. And Raptor just ults in and unceremoniously dies. Clear was taking out a wave. And maybe DNF fell this.
Well, 3,000 is a lot more than 2,000, and more importantly,
I'm just saying they got soul point,
which is basically the same as soul.
Yes.
Which is what you said in game 1.
Yes.
Do you still believe it? Is it the case in game 2?
Well, no, because I think until that, it's like when you know the Nexus thing. It's the same. I won't believe it until I observe it.
Yeah. The Nexus thing?
Yeah, where I said even if they're wailing on the Nexus, I still wouldn't believe. I've been hurt too much.
Otacon?
Yeah, they're gonna start. They're behind. They got a Hail Mary Otacon.
Look at Diablo.
I guess he is very
He needs
close
his
to second item. Yeah, so they're not doing it. They're just setting up so that Diablo can do it. And then he's gonna run mid. He's gonna clear that. No, he's not even. I guess he just got it off the camp.
Just stealing all our Raptors farm.
So we're just giving up top lane, I guess. It's gonna be a 3.5k gold lead. Oh no. There we go. Second item for Diablo means that he does shred objectives.
Such as the Otacon.
Such as the Otacon.
3,500 gold. The lead now for DNF. Slow and steady wins the race. And as you mentioned before, okay, we're just going to go in onto the Sivir, and this time going to force the flash, but the follow comes in, and they're just doing it BNK style. They get the AD carry just like that. And they have the man advantage here as well. Bulldog finally going to show up to this fight. Drops down the ult, but the health bars are going to be big in favor. Oh, BNK, look at that damage is actually gigantic, and the Zhonya's comes through, just burning everyone down, but immediately he's going to fall himself. And as finally Pyosik going to press that ult here in this fight, and nearly dies himself. Meanwhile, the Otacon's getting in there. Flashback in from Vikla, and he's going to be able to pick up that kill.
Kellen, no!
No! Goes down, but it's fine. It's BNK coming back in this game.
That's Rise Group right there, baby! Oh, Vikla, why are we?
Do Otacon. It's just part of their brain at this point.
So, I have no idea why Berserker is alone in River. I don't know if they knew about that ward. I'm gonna assume they didn't, but you gotta know Nocturne's gonna be looking for a pick like that. Then Dudu almost salvages the fight, so BNK want to keep going. They have the health bar advantage. They go into this choke point against a point-blank Rumble and Aurora, so that doesn't go very well. Also, Clear, I think, didn't get the assist on the first kill, so he didn't actually get the extension on his ult, and then here Pyosik goes in, and then Life and Bulldog are like, no idea. Yeah, no idea. And then Kellen ends up getting autoed down by Otacon, where I guess he couldn't go up, so
yeah,
that makes sense. And he also couldn't really continue walking. And it's not enough, but it is a good reminder of why we are very reluctant to make any decisive calls.
Yeah, speaking of which, no flash this time, and way too deep here from Raptor. He immediately is just going to be punished as now the equalizer comes down. Diablo does have his flash, and that is a gigantic ult from Kellen, but the counter comes out from Life and catches 3. And Clear is like, wait, what happened, guys? Where'd you go? And Life gets subbed in, and he is shutting them down big time in this game.
That's the clean ace. That's the Otacon going down as well, and maybe this is the point where DNF turns us into believers.
Yeah, I mean, free Otacon, you're allowed to do it now.
Yeah, you get to. I always try to, you know, like find the angle. No idea. Even without the stun from Pioshik there mid-jump, like, it just never works.
Yeah.
They knew. They were very ready to follow up, and then that counter-engage from Life, the follow-up from Dudu, Berserker just autoing for free. And you know what the funniest part is? BNK would have just let Raptor die, backed off, and then they had gone for Otacon. I actually think there's an angle.
Yeah. But they go in together.
They always do.
It's one of their biggest strengths, but also one of their biggest weaknesses. When they're ahead, it looks great. Everybody's on the same page. We're all engaging. When we're behind,
and now,
oh God, why?
They're down 5k gold, and this is a must-win fight because you can't give over Infernal Soul.
Yeah. Well, we've seen crazier things. Let's see what the fight looks like, first of all. Bulldog trying to get it started here. Double ult right on top of Raptor, and he is very isolated. Clear, at the same time, is going to ult onto the Rel as Clear finally uses his World Ender and just goes down. Meanwhile, the rest of BNK are like, well, we can't do anything.
Yeah, just going to be gone. I think DNF have done it. I think they're making us a believer. I actually think that this game should be in the bag.
Okay. Trying to set up something in mid. And looks like maybe they get Vikla here. Yep. Little stun comes in right at the end and picks up Vikla. Trying to delay tactic was BNK, I guess.
Okay, it's actually done now, though. Like, I'm not... No, don't look at me like that. I'm not joking. They get Infernal Soul. They have Otacon. They have an amazing comp.
Okay. I believe you.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah,
and
no.
It is.
For sure.
All right, so attempted setup here, but again, DNF are just ahead of the game. I think DNF really kind of catching me off guard with the life sub. I didn't think it made a lot of sense. He's been running the map. His kill participation is insane. Him and Pioshik have been in perfect sync. He has been consistently getting ahead of the curve on every single play. And I'm ready. I think this game is unlosable.
Uh-oh. Wait, no, the timing is terrible. Berserker gonna go down.
It's just one kill. I'm not joking. Right, they're gonna win this fight.
All right, Fear comes down and he's alone. Life is dead.
They're gonna win this fight.
So that's 2 kills.
Just watch.
And now the rest of the team is going on in. The gold lead is gigantic, but they're not able to use it. Clear is standing on an equalizer. And looks like DNF want to continue fighting. Kellen's got the flank. On the left side, he's using that engage. Go catches 2 of them in the front and Bulldog. Oh, he gets pulled back by the Aatrox. There's no way, DNF. There's just no way. Please. Not again. Oh, he's got to flash away. Bulldog's just, he's dead eventually. And I feel like maybe they could have just taken the Baron, but instead, okay. Little kill for Bulldog. How about a little disengage cone action?
I'm not worried. Not for a second was I worried there, Valdez. Not even a little bit. Guess what? It's just a few kills. It's fine. Doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Take it away, Chronicler.
If they actually would have lost Nash and the gold lead, I would have followed up with, I actually believe in curses now. There we go. I was wrong all this time.
So you don't? Yeah.
No, I don't. Because fortunately, yes, they get these kills, but BNK heavily over chase, and now, look at that, setup is there for Nash. Raptor's still dead, trying to go after Berserker. They have 2 smites as well.
Well, there's one of them. It's going to be thrown in, and there's no Smite just yet, Raptor just spawning, and he is too far away. Clear's isolated, but so is Dudu. As maybe he goes down as the sacrifice. There he goes. And the Baron goes over to DNF. So surely, with this, they get it done. Diablo beating, I suppose, as immediately goes down the Rakan, and there you go. They got the damage, DNF. It looks like maybe they've done it here in game number 2. That's game. That's it.
Told you.
Baron. They have Baron. They're going to push bot, and they're going to end the game. DNF will actually get a game on the board.
Never doubted them for a second, Valdez.
Absolutely.
Not even remotely scared of
Not a
DNF.
moment.
Well, I said I wouldn't trust them until they were actually taking down the Nexus, and guess what? That moment is right now!
Well, they're not taking it down yet, so hold on to your trust.
Nah. They got this. Nexus is gonna go down.
Yep, hit the Nexus. Okay. Oh, no. Farm some KDA. You deserve it. And
They've earned it.
they have. There you go. DNF gonna take game number 2 and bring us to a game number 3. We have a real series on our hands after Pyoshik was given Pantheon. And then they also got Rumble and Aurora, and they actually played it out well enough to win some of the team fights and get enough of a lead and win the game.
You'll love to see it, Valdez. Turns out that I think Pantheon obviously is going to be a big talking point. But to me, I don't actually think that this game was about the Pantheon. It was about Life. It was the Rel specifically. I think Life had a crazy performance. I was very skeptical. I think Quantum really was what kind of turned around, even though the wins didn't really follow, but you know what I mean. The form and how they looked for DNF. And Life came in, they slammed the Rel, and I was skeptical. I'm glad to be proven wrong. Absolutely exemplary performance there as we get another chance for a series victory for DNF.
Sign basically says, we're not finished with our business just yet. We're not closed for business yet, as DNF are still here to fight 1-1. Let's take a break.
오케이. 아트 반피야.
앞 때리면 볼게.
아트 럼블 이제 살짝 아트 먼저. 난 갈등.
아래 그냥 천천히 봐줘.
가는 중.
미드 1차 막자. 미드 1차. 나 마이드 노공. 여차하면 공각도 볼게. 마이드 카이사 노공이야. 공 깔게. 이거 쳤거든. 나 바로 노공이야. 카이사. 바로 볼게.
나이드 노플이고 내가 그 민철 좀 봐줄게. 민철 내가 봐봐.
카이사 잡았어.
가자.
라이즈. 미드 가자 미드.
미드 가자.
미드 한번더 노플이야.
바텀 가자. 노플 잡아줘. 야
노플이야,
이거
노플.
바텀이 좀 좋긴 하다. 나이스.
바탕 가자. 이라인 살짝.
내가 더 인지 빡세게 했어요.
Not go through again until it's been substantially nerfed because it's kind of broken.
Yeah. It's quite broken, and then they also gave him Rumble and Aurora.
Yeah.
And the play as well. I mean, like, DNF outplayed them again.
Yeah, I think the
So, you know.
Space did a really good job of highlighting that. That's another one, by the way. Space also, it just used to be Analyst Desk, remember? And then
Yeah.
here we are. We always invent these words, Valdez.
Yes, but that had a reason, you know.
Basically, what I'm saying is I want...
That had a storyline, like a backstory, a reason behind it, you know.
Okay, but how many people in chat right now know that it's space? Probably a decent amount. How many know it used to be the carpet space?
Probably a smaller amount, yeah.
I don't think it's a lot.
I'd say probably at least 15%.
Maybe. If only we had a way to find out.
And now the entire chat's going to just spam like I knew. Smiley
Smile,
face.
yeah. Classic.
Yeah. I'm a knower. I'm a realizer.
I'm cool. I was there. Will you be there when DN Freaks?
You are cool.
Don't do that.
And you were there, in fact.
I was there.
So
that is true. Yeah.
That's why you're cool. Wow, a Jarvan ban. Feels like it's slowly but surely, very slowly, climbing up the tier list, Jarvan. Especially with Orianna just kind of like hanging out. That duo is very strong, so.
Orianna's there. There's also a lot of Sivir, which I think is probably what brought him back in the first place. I know that's who's played last game, but more so in general, right? Like as Rise of the Meta. I mean, I always appreciate it. So you guys obviously can't see this, but very often, and it's gotten worse in Fearless. As a caster, because you're talking, it's very easy to lose track of bans and what's been played, what's banned. So sometimes you just talk about a champion that's definitely gone, and then you get a trusty co-caster going like,
yeah. So they left a 0 open.
Well, I was going to give you more praise.
No, that's enough praise,
well,
actually.
Okay. Well,
I have received the correct amount of praise.
All right.
Now let's move on. Thank you, Chronicler.
I think that Talia to me is so interesting because it has kind of felt like she has fallen off somewhat. I know she's still very high on the ban list. I know she's still high priority. But I remember we used to have games, I think this was the beginning of the year, where whenever Talia made it feel like the game is unplayable. It hasn't really felt like that recently. I feel like she's strong, but not quite on the same level that she used to be, as we do have Pioshik on the blind Trundle, which I will always be upset about.
At least it's game 3. And there are a significant amount of jungle bans, right?
No. Why are we picking Sion into Trundle? Why are we... Didn't need to do that. Didn't need to do that.
Yeah, no, I'd have no idea.
Oh, okay, well. BNK,
thanks for asking, though.
BNK with some back-to-back questionable decisions. Maybe not wanting to give over the Sion, but...
Alistair.
Honestly, slam Sylas top. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, or Set. I mean, Set, another cool angle.
I mean, I think Sylas' game is already unplayable. You don't also need to add Set as well. Or as Sylas, Sion.
Sion, yeah.
There you go. As we do have the Nautilus to come through, one of Life's comfort champions. He's been playing that one a ton. Really, I mean, most supporters love playing Nautilus. It's a very satisfying champion, but...
Yeah.
Going to be picked up here, so we need bot laners for DN Freaks. And then we need a Zed ban. I was about to say Zed is one of the few champions that is still. It's going to be like Zed and Nefiri ban.
Yeah, I was thinking Nefiri too, especially because it's Raptor.
Poppy's already gone, which would be something else that you want to play with Zir. Like, what else? Are you going to play Lee into Talia? That can't be right. Lee into Talia Nautilus? That's absolutely not.
You can play Viego.
I mean, you can, but I don't like Viego into Trundle, honestly.
I think it's fine. I just think, you know, you got to find something that works with your comp at this point, you know. Because there's just too much stuff banned. They leave Nefiri open, but... It's not like a big tier list pick. It's just like a Raptor pick more so. Diablo's like, what am I gonna play?
Like everything I can think of is like you're going towards like things like Kindred, because you need a carry, right? Because you have Sion top, and he's gonna be made of paper.
That's why you pick Paper Man.
Yeah, but
Viego.
Okay, I mean
it's the synergy.
I mean it's both. Most likely, Raptor is gonna go. Like, what else would you go? Like. Raptor, I know Raptor really enjoyed his brand. Cho'Gath, as highlighted, does get banned away. K'Sante comes through. So
K'Sante.
Jhin is fine. Obviously, picking Jhin into K'Sante always feels a bit bad, but You have an Azir as well. And I think that Jhin into tanks is not as bad as it once was. So Neferi is most likely, but we don't love it. You can't really go Lee because you're playing into this. Like, you can't really go Kindred for the same reason. I also think Kindred isn't that good. I guess I'm gonna do it anyway. You can see from his face as well. I think he's just like, we need something with AD. So I guess it's Lee.
Aphelios just locked in. Okay, he's coming back in a big way, and especially in a game like this where there are a lot of AD carries are banned. And alongside of the Nautilus, Aphelios and Nautilus used to be best friends. Then they broke up for a while. They still like each other though, and so they're going to be playing together here in this game. You land a little, you know, purple root Nautilus follow-up. Can be a lot of fun.
I love the DNF draft. I do not love the BNK draft.
What does it mean?
We don't know. We're not meant to know these things. But I think that, like, it's not just the fact that you get ult Sion. He also can't ult because you have Pillar.
Yeah.
And, like, it's really hard to get a Q of because of Pillar.
No, I agree.
I think it's really a smash hit here for DNF. Now, that hasn't always been enough for them. Good draft, don't guarantee good performance. But their performance in the last game was great. And I think the BNK draft, unless Raptor pulls off the carry performance of the century, leaves me with questions here, Valdez.
Lots of questions here, absolutely. Especially when you see the other side and Trundle is staring you right in the face. We'll see how it works out here, as sometimes the draft doesn't matter. Maybe this is another one of those games, but should matter in this one on paper. Let's jump onto the riff for game number 3.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 미니언 생성까지 30초 남았습니다.
Alrighty, here we go. Game number 3, the final one of the night here for match 122. Still feels weird to be in the hundreds. As we're face checking into Sion. Already the Lee Sin's getting to work. Koshik in a lot of trouble. It's going to flash away to his Dusante and be okay.
Shocked Raptor didn't just follow Flash. Feels like something that he would do, as he is going to make sure that... Oh, he's not stopping. Trying to get the cancel. I don't know if you can really turn this into anything, though. We'll have to see. Now, Trundle does have a lot of innate sustain. They're going to try and check. What you can do here, if you're Raptors, you can just do a very early buff into just invade.
Yeah.
And just try to look for the 1v1, because obviously the Trundle is just not going to win that. I don't think he's going to do that. You also don't have red buff, you'd have blue buff, right? You can also go for a quick level 3 pathing, so you do like buff Gromp, and then your other buff, and then invade him on his bot side. I don't know if Raptor wants to do that, though. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But the opportunity was definitely there. They also don't know for sure that Pioshik did him back. You know, he could also have just based and then just use his time to go for a slower clear, which would have also been fine.
Trying to set something up here onto the Alistair, but not really meant to be. Still, level 2 is going to be hit first. That hook was very close, actually. If that one lands, that's a significant chunk into the Jhin. Everything seems to be missing down here. Not sure exactly why.
Sometimes that just happens, you know?
Yeah.
Diablo going to use W to ensure he gets the minion, but yeah, does mean that their trading potential is a little neutered. As when all is said and done, Pioshik is barely behind on his clear and is actually healthier thanks to King's Tribute. So he's not going to be too bothered about that whole early scenario.
Yeah, they're both laughing because that was a disaster. I feel like it was close to just being that Kellen didn't have to attack them at all, but then he attacked all 3. But, you know, maybe they knew a little bit better than what we saw. And he felt like he had to attack in order to get them low enough for Diablo to last hit.
Oh, a little lane gank. try and bait out a play, I imagine, is Callan.
He's just begging life to land a hook here.
Oh no, don't hook me. Pierce might look for double scuttle. He's topside prio as well. As, oh my god.
Oh, little play up on the top side. Dusante getting to work. Q's gonna miss and shields back. And now we got the play down here as, oh, it's actually first blood given over to Clear. And now the counter gank is coming in, but the pillar doesn't do anything. And it's just a Jin kill for Diablo, so 2 kills go over to BNK, and finally they get a lead in the series.
Clearly my assessment of the Sion pick was completely wrong, and I am a dum-dum.
Clearly, yes.
That's really the only reasonable takeaway. I want to see a replay, because top I get, right? Top was, as we said, Kellen was probably baiting, or he found an engage onto life. Lane gank from Lee is really good. So,
you mean bot, right?
Sorry? Bot,
Bot,
yeah. But I also need to see the replay of what happens. Yeah, what happens here. So, just flash the Q. Yeah, I got
just flash it.
Yeah, okay, but it's like the most obvious windup of all time.
No, I'm
Life goes in, gets knocked back. Really nice setup here using the Jin W as well. And I do think in these type of scenarios, the 3v3 for the team that has Jin and Lee is going to be feeling a lot better than the team that has Aphelios. I think Aphelios' early laning phase is actually pretty strong, but it's more so his short trades and the fact he has a lot of range. As you guys, I wish you could have seen Feldis' expression as he
I almost lost it. The cancel on the auto.
He was ready. He was ready to lose it.
Yeah. It's okay. We didn't have to lose it. We still have it. Whatever it is,
that's why they
still are in possession.
That's why they call him Brandon Crash Out Feldis.
Yeah, that's very true. See? That's what you do. You flash it. Vicla's like, well, I got myself into a bad situation. I'm just going to flash it.
I got outplayed. Just flash.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's what it's there for. And what you can do is you can say, I don't have flash anymore, so now I have to play safe for 5 minutes, right?
Well, it's especially because you're, like, the Sign is not, or should realistically never have kill pressure. Outside of the very early levels, where obviously you don't have a lot of tankiness yet, the base stats for Sign are kind of crazy. You get really big shield, because that what's killed him, right? Was like the shield plus grasp. We do see the impact as, oh boy.
Here we go again. Both junglers here. In goes Raptor, of course, because he can get out. Meanwhile, we got Bulldog down on the bottom side of the map. He's got his wall available. Little root angle here on a Kellen, and now he's in a bit of trouble, and there you go. Just flash it. And he's just going to walk away from the knockup, so nicely done. Good gank from Bulldog as well. Getting a little bit dicey.
Oh, look at
Vikla.
Vikla, yeah, he's on the way. DNF, you know he's coming. You know he's on the way. You should see this. You know!
They don't know. They don't know. Okay, it's just going to flash it there. Meanwhile, Pilsic is going to go down. Just a ton of damage to the two of them as Berserker goes in. He's going to press his Q, gets that kill onto the mid laner, but now Raptor is just running around pretty much for free. There's the Q, picks it up, and BNK extend their lead.
Why are we skirmishing into this? Calm. Boop. I actually, Feldis could see me throw up my hand.
So that's why they call you...
No, he's proxying it.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is...
So he was...
That's why they call you Chronicler... Crash Out Chronicler.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You got there in the end. It was way better than mine.
Was it? I don't know.
No, Crash Out Chronicler was way better.
Well, yeah.
But the way you got there was bad. As we take another look at this initial skirmish, this really should have been a smash hit. I'm kind of wondering if there wasn't, like, this is just too early for Berserker. I think you can hold on to the activation on E for longer so that you guarantee the knockback. Maybe he was worried that the flash was cut, but this, I know it doesn't end up actually immediately winning the play because Vikla kind of whiffs. And, well, Piosik flashes, but also he should get more people, right?
Yeah.
But still, why are we trying to 4v4 skirmish a composition with Lee and Jin? Like, you are perfectly, extremely happy. Just go mid to late game. Like, once you're Aphelios, it's 2 items, who cares? As,
oh, that's the replay.
That was about the, that was
so angry.
Yeah, but that was about the fight. Like, why are you fighting there?
Yeah.
That was not. I want to make very clear. That was not about the Sion dying there. Is fine. Like, he was probably.
Yeah.
But it was okay. Nice punish from Piosik. That's good. It doesn't matter. Good death. We got the wave.
Good death. Good death. All right, they're trying to go in on a Kellen, and he's only level 5, no flash. I think they got him here. And there you go. Bulldog going to secure that kill. Nicely done.
Oh, freebie. Keep it entertaining. The fact we now just have the caster cam at any given point. That's great.
They just got to make sure not to show my posture at 85% of the day. Yeah, now it's like posture check, you know.
Posture check.
No replays either. That's cheating. Yeah, see, perfect. This is how we look all the time, yeah. Do you look like that, actually? That's not good posture.
No, I was playing it up.
Yeah.
I was just, you know, pretending to be glued to the chair because it's fun.
Yes.
Because I'm just random like that.
You're so random.
So random.
Oh, nice little engage in here. Ton of burst damage, and now the pillar comes through, but they're not able to secure it.
Remember that when everything on the internet was random? We were like, I know this is like us being big boomers, but
yeah,
when the internet was random, XD.
That was humor back then. It's how random you could be.
Well, I mean,
I feel like it still exists to a certain extent.
Well, no, not 3 months ago, all of us were saying Bombadillo, Crocodillo. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's no different than, what was it, the Narwhal video? Or Badger.
Yeah.
It's all of it is nonsense. It's great.
It's so random, though,
It's so random, yeah. Everyone was 13 once.
Some of us are even 13 right now. There are some chatters out there that are 13. Shout out to you guys.
Hey, that's wild.
Not to anyone else.
There are kids
only the 13-year-olds
playing League of Legends that are younger than the game League of Legends.
Yeah. Game's been out for a long time. 2009. Back in the day game.
Back in the day.
Yeah, 2009, I was 18. I had already been to college.
Damn, that's crazy. I was in high school.
Yeah, but you're kind of like a young guy. Right. You're not the youngest, though.
Wait, I've seen this play before.
Yeah, this happened, but this time he's level 6.
Good!
Yeah.
That's it.
Are they actually going to go in on this, though? It's only Raptor dealing damage, and now the Alistair still kind of low. Finally does use that ult. And Jin does do a little bit of tickling, and then they just ran away.
Yeah, Berserker also sitting on a collector. Actually a big finish. Kind of like this. Sign shouldn't be joining any fights anytime soon, as a one-item spike is obviously kind of crazy. As
yeah, he hit that root, and now Raptor's in a bit of trouble. Kellen's going in, but Berserker is so much closer to this. And so now they're going to just get the root down. Yes, Diablo comes down, but he gets ulted by the Nautilus. Getting pretty close on this one. The Lee Q goes in, and another engage from Kellen is actually going to win them the fight here, as one more crit will do it. And the Lee Sin is so good at skirmishing early on, Chronicler. Who could have seen this coming?
if only we knew. That now Veldis is throwing his stuff. DNF. DNF, 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 DNF. You don't need to do all of that. It's fine. It's fine. So playing specifically around the burst that's here for Berserker, I think might be valid in some situations. But if he can't join immediately, and particularly once this happens, I think you just have to dip. Again, even with that collector done, like these multiple rotations of spells for Lee are so much better than it would be for a Trundle. Right? You just these long skirmishes, these kind of messy scenarios. What? As
okay, he flashed it.
Okay, Berserker flashed.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, flashed
like,
Vic Low. Okay. It's the first dragon as well. Like you're not really playing for anything. It's not like they're just make sure they don't dive your Aphelios. All of this again comes from the fact that DNF, you win the team fights. You have a hyper carry. You have amazing front line. Their front line isn't real.
Made of paper, literally.
No,
Here we go again.
The jungle's gonna snowball.
Yep, snowballing out of control. The Jin is out of control already.
And this isn't even Life's fault, right? This is just a team call. As oh god.
Here we go again. Everybody's getting in on this one. Vicla's like, yep, I did a lot of work for this kill, and I will collect it because it is mine.
But you know who my actual player of this game is? It's just Kellen.
It's just Kellen.
It's just Kellen.
Yeah.
Like, Raptor's the one picking up the kills, so is Diablo. But I'm looking at this replays. I'm looking at this one. It's just Callan.
How about this one? How about this one? A little subjugate action. Dude who nearly dies. Do they have the damage to kill him through the subjugate? I would assume yes, because the subjugate should help, and that it does.
Yes.
Actually made him look like paper.
I'm here to tell you that was not worth it, because they lost bot lane turret, and maybe not too bad.
Yep, trying to set up something here on a Diablo, but he just runs forward, as he always does! And it's an excellent setup here. As they bait him in, Raptor gets behind, and the Lee and the Jin just keep winning, Chronicler. They just keep winning.
Bulldog and Life and Pioshik, I think, all had a great last game as well, as they're not done. Is Dude just dead? He doesn't have ult. Just Callan!
Where's the pillar? Oh, he already used it. Yeah, he's just dead.
Wait, does Callan even get an assist? Oh, thank God. I was afraid that he was going to get robbed.
Yeah, you're trying to line up your POM.
I mean,
Chronicler, what is the Doflamingo?
Oh,
LM?
I can't. Okay, so it's basically, I can't really explain it. It's a One Piece meme. It's one of the few animes that I never really got into.
Okay.
I watched the live action, but like that's, you know, like 800 or 900, so it's behind.
You guys were talking about this last week. Right?
Yeah. But it's a specific meme about that Callan did, I think, on an interview on the Korean analyst desk. And he referenced it a lot. I just like the meme, it's just Callan.
Someone far higher up in power.
He's doing like the upwards
pointing
emoji in real life, which is just, you know, being a person.
Being a person. Yes, Chronicler, yes, being a person.
You know what
Indeed.
I mean?
I totally agree. Not using an emoji, just interacting like a human in the world.
All of us are really just emojis when you think about it.
That's true, yeah. Emojis came first, and then the humans came after.
No, I don't want to get it. That's like a whole other thing. And now I've made us so mad that our
prompter's just restarting. It's like, no, I've given up. See you later.
I don't want to listen to these dum-dums.
We just got Windows updated in real time.
You know what I do love about the LCK, and this is something that you get different flavors of this depending on which caster duo you get, but it doesn't really matter. All of them.
Do they have raspberry?
What?
It's different flavors. I was wondering.
Well, I wasn't done with the
Okay, continue. Yeah, sorry.
So different flavors of nonsense. More so than I think anywhere else, because...
Of course.
Oh.
Well, we're fighting. We're fighting big time.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, can even kick you, but he doesn't.
He just really didn't.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Well, that second shot was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's not in vision, I guess. Thought he saw him after the first one, but apparently not.
No. But yeah, it's the different types of flavors of what the hell are these dudes talking about.
Yeah.
It's great. You know, when it's you and Dan, it's in-jokes that... And I play a lot of games with you guys. Even I barely get half the time.
Yeah.
And if you have you and Wolf, I feel like there's a lot of old head references.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
You know, which I really appreciate. It's like, what are these guys? And they'll tell
There's so many people that just have no idea what we're talking about.
But it's great.
And we make jokes about it, and they're like, what?
Yep.
Fantastic.
You know, Wolf talking about...
That's exactly what we want.
Oh, Callan.
Yep, they're getting baited into another fight here, Chronicler. Who could have seen this coming?
It's just blue buff.
The Dusante.
It's just blue buff.
In a lot of trouble.
It's just blue buff.
He doesn't have his flash, but he used his Dusante flash. And yeah, they're just, they're kind of just running at them and taking whatever they want.
So the nice thing about being able to just talk about nonsense is that when the game is clearly over, we can just move on.
Yeah.
So what's our type of nonsense?
That's just very unhinged. I just,
true.
I try to make as random of references as possible.
I do like that.
Random XD.
Cooking.
Yes.
I love talking about cooking. That's a big one.
All right, the prompter's back. Thank you, Yundo.
Atlas, I think, is single-handedly responsible for about 70% of the LCK lexicon.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of makes up whatever he wants on any given day. I think eventually he realized he had too much power, and he's like, I'm going to abuse this power.
Yeah, as he should.
And so now he just does that on the daily.
Yeah.
Like, on a daily basis. He's like, I just do whatever I want. And most of the time, it's just making new words.
That's great. I love and the fact that Raptor gets ulted there and that it forces Pioshik's flash is so funny.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
All right, so let's
Couldn't have played it better.
Let's categorize, shall we? Right. So Woodid, I think, has gone increasingly unhinged as well, which I love.
Yeah, no, he's like insane unhinged.
No, but I think his physical comedy is the best out of anyone.
Well, yeah, of course.
No, but it's guns. It's crazy.
None of us are even close in terms of physical comedy.
Oh no,
that's for sure. Speaking of which, we do have
the predictable!
That was amazing. And then the wall here from Bulldogs to just help them corral the Dusante. Good stuff for the set of BNK, that is, as we get a crash. And they want to go for the engage. There's the pillar. That's why Trundle is very good into Scion. We talked about this, how there were some things for DNF that were great in drafts, and how it just didn't matter.
Hell no!
Yeah, crash in mid. Crash in mid.
Oh, I mean, that's hard. That's a tough path.
Oh, whoa. Woo! I love how you cheered super loud and we're on the DNF side, and it was just complete silence right after you cheered.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just funny for me.
Gotta appreciate the charm.
I just looked back at the crowd and everybody's just looking really sad.
Now I feel self-conscious. Damn it, Valdez.
You had your arms in the air. Oh, it was great.
Nice predictor from Diablo. Caught him with the root. He would have died anyway. I don't think it would have really made a big difference. But
yeah,
they're so far ahead. They can just keep making these plays now. We don't see there why, in theory, if this game state was even, DNF, I think, would have had a really good shot. Because what can happen there, normally, is like you cancel that with Pillar, then Pioshik ult's clear, and he can just walk in and not take any damage.
Yep.
In theory, that's good.
And then if Lee Sin tries to do anything, you've got Talia, rocks on the ground,
Ox,
protection for Aphelios.
Is very game-focused and extremely sarcastic.
Yeah, he's also like a trickster.
Yes, he's very mischievous.
Yes.
He's either rage-baiting other people, talking about the game, or being... And I feel like the two of you...
Oh, we do the same
The
thing.
levels of sarcasm...
it goes too deep. It comes around the other side.
Oh, no, it's great. Where you hold them again for a little bit, and then you really...
Just for a little bit, yeah.
They're like, no.
Just like a little taste.
Can't do that.
Because we went too far. You know?
So for Wolf, we have certification, obviously, of any kind. We have old-timey references, and Digimon, which is, I think, newer, but...
That is newer.
Well, I mean...
I also feel like Atlas making up random words is somewhat new. It's almost like he's in a phase, you know? We talked about, like, the 13-year-olds in chat. Like, I feel like Atlas is very far away from 13 years old, but at the same time...
At heart!
He's just being random, XD. He's just making new words for fun.
And then for Deegan, what do we got? We got the bros.
Yeah, the bros.
We got singing. Man loves singing.
We apparently do have singing, yes.
Yes, I think it has to be added.
I have driven him home with Enrique Iglesias on, and there were some moments had.
We have Deegan's Fact of the Week.
Yes.
That's always big. And he's by far the most extroverted. And it's not, it's not close.
It's not
if you're ever at the LCK and you wanna like try and guarantee an interaction with one, just if you even look at Deegan and you're like, he will appear. It's great. Just love talking to fans.
Yeah, he'll shadow step behind you and you'll be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You'll be like, hey, what's up?
Which I can't believe he's both a host and a ninja. I don't know how he found the time to do that, but it's very cool.
He has many skills.
Yeah, and then so Wadid's currently is tennis, but he's on the desk. So I think if Wadid was on the caster desk, you would get a 20-minute explanation of
about tennis.
About tennis, yeah. What he.
We're just throwing out an ult here.
Yeah. Well, also just throwing out words, so you know.
Yeah.
Thematically, that's consistent.
It is an 8,000 gold lead, and BNK are BNK, and they don't stop. So. That's kind of what's going on. Nice flank here from Kellen. Gonna get in behind Pioshik. And in goes Vikla on a very nice journey. The kick is actually gigantic from Raptor. Very nice stuff. As Vikla showing off what you can do on Azir, but maybe not necessarily what you would like to do. But at least he did get the kill. And the wallets are heavy enough that eventually they can just end this game. I don't know if it's going to be right now, though. Pioshik doing a great job of baiting BNK away from winning.
I'm kind of... We're getting to the point where I need to also start contemplating POM. It's kind of hard. Because for this game, it'd be Kellen.
Yeah.
But like,
It's probably just Diablo.
Well, in the other game, he played Lulu, right? Which is like,
Yeah.
that's not.
It's essentially sacrificing your ability to get POM.
So I think Diablo is obviously a great shot. I think Clear might be worthy of a vote as well. Got the solo bolo in this game. The Clan was crazy.
Technically get the solo bolo.
But what about the Clan?
What's going on in live? Oh no, they're bullying life. And he has heal and exhaust. Yeah, he's dead. 18-5.
So, what would be your favorite pairing that doesn't actually work because we are callers and play-by-plays? Like, if you could make one with the LCK, if you could put like Woodid and Ox on a casting desk, for example, like, what would be your forbidden combo?
I feel like Dagon and Ox would be good.
Oh my god.
Because they're almost exact pure opposites.
Yes, they are.
To the point where it would just be very entertaining to watch them interact on a cast.
Yeah, no, actually, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we should stick to duos because tricasts are a little different.
Yeah.
Mine would be Woodid and Wolf.
Yeah.
Just because I want to know what this. I'm like, what would a Woodid Wolf cost?
What new
like?
stuff can we unlock by having those two together?
That's
it's
my
like,
point.
Yeah, it's like some kind of RPG, but you like got to put these characters together to unlock the certain class.
Oh yeah, the reason why I was thinking of it is Atlas and Veldus. We know, right?
Yeah.
We've seen that.
What about Atlas and G-Sun?
Oh my god, that'd be. I don't know. G-Sun is the only one keeping us chained. If G-Sun is unchained, well, I mean.
She's quite chaotic. I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. But that's what I'm saying.
But she also kind of runs the.
Yeah.
So she has to keep us in check. Yeah. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword there, I think. Pyosik is basically dead. Even he didn't subjugate anyone. I think he's waiting for the Scion. The Scion is on the other side of the fight. Meanwhile, they're just smacking them with their wallets, and yeah, they'll just destroy them. What are you laughing at, Chronicler?
I can't. The prompter is throwing me off. I need to vote for POM.
We're putting very random words on the prompter now. That's what's happening.
Fine, it's fine. Chat, I'm glad you were here with us for peak Rise group gameplay.
Yeah.
That's what we got here.
It was only like the third game of Rise, but it felt like a 6-gamer. You know what I mean?
It did.
Kind of had that vibe.
I am kind of sad that.
Ooh. Whoa! Flashed over the wall. Okay, they're not gonna hit the Nexus.
Guys.
Probably should.
Guys, hit the Nexus.
No.
That's an Aphelios on like what, 2.5, 3. Guys.
They don't seem to care. Diablo's running at them.
Helen!
They want more KDA, and they will have more KDA, Chronicler.
Oh, okay, Raptor, that was kind of slick.
Yeah. No, it was very cool.
He was doing a meme. He was just running around reloading.
Yeah. He was desperately trying to attack, and he couldn't because he was reloading. Raptor gets the focus. I mean, his Lee Sin was good. I think it was a little bit of DNF running straight into the brick wall, but he played it well. So props to Raptor in that game number 3.
Actually, it might be a smattering of votes here. I have a hard time thinking.
Raptor also played Nocturne in game 2. So.
Yes. Okay, but the game 2 we scratch, right?
I think it's easy. I think it's just Diablo.
It's just Diablo.
I think it's
just when in doubt, Diablo.
Kind of, but also it makes sense.
What was the main character in game 1? For me though, for game 1, I would go Quen, and then for game. That's something the funny thing about Palm. For game 1, I would go Gwen. For game...
Quen.
Yes. For game 3, I would go Kellen. But for the series, it's probably Diablo.
Yeah. That's POM.
That's interesting.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but that's...
You pick for the series.
Yeah, but that's interesting, right?
No, I mean, it is, yes.
Yeah, it's just, it's a fun conversation topic. He's just... Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to keep the Just Kellen meme alive, even if I have to
It's just Kellen.
He's just Kellen.
Look, see? Or as they call him, Kelhuang.
Look how nice he looks.
He's actually
very friendly. Yeah.
He is extremely nice.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Canyon, but slightly different.
No, they do have the same vibe. Yeah, just like you have players that are mischievous.
Yeah.
Hands is obviously kind of the poster child for that.
Yeah.
You have players that are just like, they're just nice and they're just there and they just exist. That's Canyon.
Just existing as real life emojis.
Every single Canyon interview, man. And I feel like Kellen has the same energy where they're just there like,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, well,
I did well. I played
had
the
a good
video
time.
game.
Yeah.
Man, even Raptor I could see, because his Wukong game 1 was fine, but not the main character, but his Lee was kind of crazy. I don't think this was an easy Lee game to play. If I'm completely frank,
It became
Mr.
one.
Val, that's
so
okay, yeah, well,
initially it wasn't.
after like the first 3 skirmishes, it was a very easy Lee game.
Yeah.
This was, I think, the game-breaking moment right here. When they're like, what if we just...
What if we just sent it?
If we just send it? And they shouldn't have.
I mean, they look
no.
at the health bars and they're like, oh, Alistair's low, but you're not focusing on the fact that you're playing into Jin Lee Sin. Berserker got hit by 1 Q and then a 2nd Q and he was dead. That's the power.
Just trying to figure out what we learned here today, Valdez. We learned curses aren't real.
Oh,
Just,
please.
Again, as another reminder, which is cool. We had some thoughts on new and unexplored costume duos in the LCK.
Yeah.
And I
think we just need Atlas and Valdanos.
I think that...
Definitely biased.
Yes, clearly. And I also think that for me, BNK, do we still consider them best in the Rise group? Or do we just hold on to the... it's probably just old.
Yeah, Game 2 was a fluke. I will stand by that. I think Game 2 was just a big fluke. In draft, in play. Like, DNF played well. I think they played well in Games 1 and 2.
I would rephrase it, and I think DNF showed us how much better they got in that Game 2. And also, I think it was both that, but an overperformance. Like, I think that everything worked for them. They were firing on all cylinders. They got a crazy draft as well, let's be real.
Yeah.
Right? But I still think DNF in round 2 wouldn't have been able to get that win. But at the same time, this Game 3, it was clean. It was actually just a clean, very straightforward.
So over like 8 minutes in.
Yeah, it was.
That's why we started talking about random stuff. So random, XD.
I gotta do my palment.
You gotta do your Malment.
Malment.
Your chroniclement.
That's too close to moment though. Malment.
That's why it's
really
cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, Diablo's gonna get it. And, you know, he popped off in Game 1 on Zeri. And then on the Jin, he was 10-0 and 11. But, you know, the numbers themselves don't really tell the full story. I think there should be a smattering of votes, as you were talking about. So
I'm palmeting right now. Not that you guys feel.
Yeah. No, he's texting on air.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe he would do this. He's just texting his friend.
I put in my palment.
I can't believe he would
I hope you guys would like it. And now everyone's making jokes about me being fired and not being back next year because I'm texting on air. Unacceptable.
It was nice having you, by the way.
We're not doing that yet. It's too early.
Yeah, no, that's going to be really sad.
Yeah.
No, we're going to avoid that. We're going to avoid
that. Come on.
Didn't happen. No.
Where's the interview?
Not happening.
Get over it, Diablo. It's not real until we acknowledge it, which is not yet. And then we'll do real life emoting. Why does it feel like a 6-gamer? The first
it really
series,
does feel like a 6-gamer.
I think it's just the
first series did not exist.
No.
And it still feels like a 6-gamer.
It feels like this was a 5-game series, but if you know when a best of 5 is no stakes, you don't, because they always have stakes.
Yeah.
But this one felt like a best of 5.
It felt like kind of like a 3-0 best of 5 that went really long.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, by the end of Game 2, we were like, oh, well, they probably should have lost that game, but they barely won. And then it was like Game 3 was just a smash. So we were just like kind of fed up with it by the halfway mark. It is what it is. We're going to be hearing from Diablo here in a second.
He's been, I think, and as I think everyone knows, I wanted to be the front runner of the Shiyu Rookie of the Year committee.
I thought you were going to say predictions. Which
I was
like, why are you memeing yourself?
I'm not going to myself. But I think we have to accept that right now, unless something crazy happens, because of course we still have a couple of weeks, we still have playoffs, which I think will have a big impact as well. But as it stands right now, Diablo is just a frontrunner, and I don't like to say it, but there was one man that did believe in this challenger upstart. And
there is one guy
that was made fun of by everyone else in that first Poxtate episode. It was me.
Yeah, I was the slowest actually to get on the train.
Which was valid.
Sometimes he was slow and steady wins the race.
He was flippy.
Yeah, he was, and he still is a little bit, but in a good way. In a good way, generally. And so we're going to be hearing from him in just a moment, guys. So that's going to be fun. Was it Valid or Valdez?
Oh my God, that's a good talk show. Valid or Valdez, and then I don't
Is that
really
what
know
it's
what
referring to?
I don't know. Well, no, I'm making it up. That's just
Valid or Valdez?
This is just like Captain Flowers has made up a talk show called Raz, where he just
that is a great talk. I love that.
Deals with drama.
Raz. Okay, let's throw it over to Deer for the POM interview.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Deer for the POM interview translation, joined by Diablo on the side of BNK FearX. BNK FearX is on a 3 winning streak, and you guys have secured your 11th victory. How do you feel? I feel like it's the first time we got a 3 winning streak ever, but I want to keep up the winning streak. It looks like you brought a backpack. Can you show us? Let's turn around. Yeah, I just received this. I feel like the fans will love that. Yeah, I think my fans love it too. Let's talk about game 1. We got a Zeri Lulu versus Lucian Nami matchup, which is a classic, but we haven't seen this matchup in a while, so what was the game plan to deal with it? I feel like we predicted and expected that they would pull out a Nami. And we had practiced a lot playing Zeri against Lucian, so I think we were really used to playing that laning phase versus a Lucian Nami, so I was pretty used to it. And towards the end of game 1, Clear said no one can stop Diablo, so what do you think he meant? Well, first of all, I think it was just really about me. It's just about whenever I just go in and engage, and I think it's just that whenever I find the angle, I just always go in, and he always says that to me, actually. And in game 2, it was an unfortunate loss, but you guys left the permaban Pantheon open, so did you figure that you guys can deal with it just fine? I think we ended up leaving the Pantheon open. I can't really exactly remember what the discussion was like, but I think we just said, you know, I think it's okay. It would be better to leave him open and we can deal with it. And in game 3, after some hesitation with the jungle pick, you guys went with Lee Sin. So what kind of strength were you looking for in your comp? I think Raptor had really good results with Lee Sin in the past, so he actually does like to pull Lee Sin out with a lot of confidence. And then DNF had a good early momentum, and after they won game 2, there were some moments when they came off as pretty threatening. So what was the match-winning plan? I think basically we knew that as long as we have the control over the game and constantly stay proactive, we would be able to win. So we tried to remain proactive. And it seems like the latest trend for bot lane is for the bot lane to get more POM. So why do you think that is? I feel like lately, topside has been growing weaker and weaker, and naturally that actually puts more strength in the bot side of the map, so I think that's probably why. And you have taken a lot of those POMs, and you have an image of someone who doesn't back off but march forward pretty boldly instead. And I actually have been studying AD carry recently, and I want to be just like you and play decisively. So what advice do you have for a baby AD carry like me? I think confidence is really the crucial key point. So I think you should just go in as if, you know, even if you die, you should just go in and stay bold. So I guess when I play, I always tend to die. So you're just saying, even if I die, I should keep my confidence up? Yes, that's basically what it is. And now that you're on your third consecutive win, your next opponent is DRX. And you guys went to a close series that ended up in a defeat. So what message do you have for them? Honestly, DRX has been performing really well, but I want to make sure that we are able to win all of our rest of the matches in Rise Group. And that's the end of the interview with Diablo. Back to the space. Thank you.